I don't think our community realizes, or maybe they do, that how fortunate we are to have the facilities that we have for such a small community.
For me as a surgeon, when we have a patient that has a need, many times that is an acute need. To give you an example of a story that kind of illustrates the need, I have a nice lady who's lived in this community her entire life, and recently broke her wrist. She shows up in our office and she says, "I need to have this done right now because my family's in town. Is there any way that you can do this?" Well, the operating room had no available time. We actually I had to call a friend of mine in Spokane and say, "Hey, listen, our operating room does not have the ability to fit her on the schedule for the next 3 days." And so we had to send this nice lady to Spokane. Hopefully, very quickly, we can turn that around for the community, and we're excited about that.
I'm Michelle Kincaid, and I am the mother of these 3 athletic, active young men.
We were playing kickball, and I was running to first base, and the ball was thrown at me, so I ducked, and I slipped, and all I heard was a crackle and a pop come from my ankle. She drove me to the hospital here, and it turned out both of them were broken.
We were in and had surgery, and same-day surgery.
You should remember that life is not meant to be wasted. We can always be chasing the sun.
Being able to understand the need for expanding space in a hospital is one of those things that progresses gradually and usually arrives at a tipping point. It was early in 2015 that we were arriving at that point.
You know, when we first started and we sat down as a board, a foundation board, we said, you know, this is quite a goal. We've never raised this much money for a project in this way, but we took the leap because we knew the hospital really needed to have an expanded surgical project, another room.
It had an initial goal of $875,000, and it exceeded it with raising over $1.5 million.
With that extra dollars, we're able to provide additional equipment.
Pullman Hospital has always been very good to making sure we have the best equipment available to take care of our patients.
This new operating room increases our capacity to reach out to more people to be able to experience that 5-star care.
With the new addition of the new operating room, all the other operating rooms are being upgraded. We're going to have 4K technology. It means 4 times the resolution over standard HD, which allows us as surgeons to visualize better. Ultimately, if we can see better when we're operating, we're going to have better outcomes.
So fill up your lungs and just run. Always be chasing the sun.
You know, the support of the community, both at a collective level and then the individuals within the community, Ed and Beatrice Schweitzer and others who have been so generous, it provides a lot of confidence and a lot of feeling of we can continue to reach out to the community because we know that they support the needs of the hospital.
There are a few places that I've ever encountered where there is so much caring and so much of a partnership that exists. And it's not just caring for the hospital, but it's caring for one another. And that's a part of who we are in Pullman, Washington.
One of the challenges of that, of course, is that now the bar is set a little higher, and we know what's possible.
All we can do is try. And live like we're still alive.
All of our clinical staff are really here to do is to give the highest quality and the highest level of patient experience possible when people come to Pullman Regional Hospital for their care.
It's just a wonderful thing.
So you can see we're still under construction and we have a long ways to go, but these guys are right on time right now. And due to all the donors' generosity, these rooms are going to be very special.